What's up, Berserkers? We are here on Asa's last day of the summer for the 2025 season. Man, it's kind of flew by, didn't it?
It really did. It felt like the first time I just got back, and then now it's like my last day. I leave out tomorrow morning. It's been a crazy summer.
Yeah. How fun was it for me just to give you a bunch of like responsibility when you came in and be like, here you go?
It was different. I didn't expect everything you did for me. I came back and wanted to help, and next thing you know, I'm holding private lessons, I'm running practices, I'm covering for people. It's been great.
Well, I want to say on behalf of the Niceville Wrestling Academy and myself, thank you. Like, it helped out tremendously, especially with myself having so many out-of-town trips, working with wrestling brand building. It helped out. You stepped up and took care of these kids, as well as giving back. And for those that don't know, Asa was a part of the academy a couple of years ago, as well as the Niceville High School wrestling team. I mean, you're thanking me too, but dude, a lot of that comes from you proving me wrong. I'm not gonna lie. I was very worried about you going off to college. You know, the mindset that you have now that you cultivated over this last year at Briar Cliff University, which I need to send to your coaches a thank you for, you know, helping turn you into the man that has been helping out all these young people. But you came back way different. You came back, you know, seemingly with the purpose, with a lot of those mental blocks that you had in your senior year, kind of like, you know, not a trace of those. How did you develop that over the course of that year?
Well, I kind of, when you first get to college, it's a brand new experience. You know, you meet a bunch of new people. I ended up going about 19 hours away. I'm in a whole new location, and I'm like, all right, I'm here. I got to make the best of it. Well, it's nice because, you know, when things got hard and things weren't necessarily going my way, I had to kind of force myself to grow up. I had to be like, well, I can't just run to these people anymore. I can't have these people hold my hand. You know, I got to be strong. I'm here out on my own, so I can't seem weak. You know.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about this summer. What are some of the favorite moments that you had this summer? What about some of the people that you've had the pleasure to impact and be impacted by?
Well, it first goes to, you know, all my my private lessons. Uriah, Isaiah, Tristan, Decker. You know, their hard work, their ability to listen and learn, it really made it easy for me. And, you know, it's my first year doing all this, my first year giving back and helping. And it's like, you guys made it so easy for me. The ability, like y'all's ability to learn and willing to try new things and trust me to help y'all get better. And not only as wrestlers, but as people, and allowing me to be part of y'all's week, you know, day in, day out. That meant a lot. Meant a lot to me.
It's a lot different as a coach, isn't it?
It's very different.
What was the biggest learning curve that you had going from a wrestler to a coach?
Well, I mean, when you're a wrestler, you know, you have your certain styles, you have your certain moves. And then when you're a coach, you have like 20 different people you gotta watch, you gotta like observe. You know, not everyone does the same things. So you gotta learn how to help everyone differently. And it really taught me how to like, you know, be patient and just try whatever.
Yeah.
It was fun though. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. How do you think what way do you think you grew the most this summer in your time with the Niceville Wrestling Academy as a student coach?
I think that where I grew the most was one, coming in here and watching my fellow coaches, you know, seeing how they run their practices, seeing how they, you know, warm up the team, and then coming in here the next day when it's my turn to run my practice, seeing how I run things. I think giving me that responsibility to do things like run things on my own and kind of like show what I want to show and just kind of do things my way in a sense, that helped me like, all right, well, this kid needs to like work on this, or we could work on this with him. So I think that's where I grew the most.
Yeah. And so we were talking a little off camera, but you already got big plans for the Niceville Wrestling Academy next summer. Can you let us in on what you're planning on leading the charge on for us as far as projects next summer?
So I was thinking about it. I got to thinking, I was like, well, we have a bunch of NWA wrestlers, wrestling for other teams in Deep South, which is next weekend. So I was like, why don't we, beginning of next summer or even before I get here, why don't we set up some fundraisers or reach out to like local businesses or search for sponsors, which I can do that on my own time too. And kind of get some funds and some profits. That way, by Deep South next summer, we could take a Niceville Wrestling Academy team.
Why not?
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, go win the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it, man. That's exactly what we need. That's what we need to think, the type of thinking that we need, especially coming from someone that is, a little bit younger, right? And that younger generation that can, who knows, 4 or 5 years after you've completed, your time at Briar Cliff, you could have a nice home ready for you. And you've already kind of been working on the business side of it, and we can help educate you. And we're going to have more college wrestlers, right? You're one of the college wrestlers that we had last season. Now we're sending off another in James off to William Baptist University up in Arkansas. That's 2 that are, we're never going to come back and help out. That's how we bring, our community up to the standard at which we are expecting it to, right? And I can't thank you enough for coming back and stepping up in the role that you did. And I know that we are sad to see you go, but are excited to see how much you're going to improve and can't wait to see you back next Christmas. Make sure you get up with him when he comes back for Christmas to get some private lessons, so he can continue to teach the things that he's learning. Do you have any final words for your Berserker family before you head off to Iowa?
One thing is, I just want to give a big thank you to the whole Niceville Wrestling Academy family, for taking me in, trusting me with your kids and allowing me to show new things and teach and just be a part of everything. It was truly amazing, and I can't wait to do it again next summer.
Oh, dude, we can't wait. All right, everybody come give Asa a hug. Come on. Everybody run in. All right, from myself and everybody at the Niceville Wrestling Academy, we love you so much. We wish you safe travels, and we can't wait to see you next Christmas. All right, we love you, buddy.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Love you, man.
All right, that's it.